Alan Davis from ElectrAssure here, and Alan, you've spent the morning on the road to zero in Scotland. How's it been for you?
It's been really interesting. I think that the conversations around Scotland's progress have been really interesting, certainly from somebody who spends the majority of their time south of the border. But there's some really good news stories in. I always find it interesting how the dynamic works between the sort of financial bodies and the commercial assessments of requirements, and then how those decisions are made. And I think one of the things that came out this morning that was really interesting was around the utilisation of data and how they use the telematics to assess what the vehicles are doing, where their vehicles are earning value for money, when they can afford to change out internal combustion engine vehicles into electric vehicles, where they need charging, etc., and the cycle repeats. So I think that was really interesting to hear some of the stories from particularly the guys at the NHS in Glasgow around how they assess that and how they're using sustainability models, not just in vehicles but in like office supplies and stuff, to provide value for money for their taxpayers. So it was a really interesting morning.
I think what's come across for me is the depth of knowledge that these people have in their businesses. When you and I started this a few years ago, people were coming along and saying, how can I do this?
Yeah.
Now they're saying, we've done it.
I said a little while back that there's very much a change from this is scary, I don't like it, how do I go about doing it, to we've had a go, or some have had a big go, they've had a big bite of the cherry, and everybody kind of has an experience, and there was a kind of angle right at the very beginning around we're going to address some problems, and there's some teething issues, but I think it's encouraging that in the main, most of the people that now sit around the table say we have, not we would like, we have. We've tried, we're doing, this isn't working, this is good, but so there's more experience, and so it leans towards more of a conversation around that experience and improving that experience, as opposed to trying to convince people to take their first steps.
Yeah, Scottish Transport is definitely on the road to zero, isn't it?
Yes, very much so.
Good stuff.